Good morning, Samuel Church. I'm especially addressing the teenagers. The teenage years are a time of transitioning from children to adults. I can remember how those years were for me. I was ready to spread my wings and fly, but I was also a little scared. I am now 90 years old, and I'm writing this for those who are teenagers or who are about to be teenagers. I have hopes that I can help you perhaps successfully transition from childhood to adulthood. Childhood was a time of learning so many things: words, likes and dislikes, rules, interests, skills, reading, songs, and even developing an identity. We are all born with individual physical, mental, social, and even spiritual abilities. During childhood, we learn by experience how our personal abilities fit in with the world around us. My brother was a big tease. He made me mad. I had a bad temper, and I wanted to bash out his brains. I had to learn to control my temper. These experiences create our self-identity. It can be positive or it can be negative. In some ways, we find that we fit in. In some ways, we don't. We are exploring who we are. I controlled my temper, and my brother has been my very important friend throughout my life. Some of you may be athletic. There will be differences. Some individuals will be musical, some scholarly, some funny, and others will be serious, and most will be a combination of all of these. No matter what characteristics you have, you can be grateful to be alive. And now you are about ready to be an adult. As an adult, you will continue learning. But what you learn is even now getting to be pretty much in your own hands. As adults, you will be entirely responsible for how you respond to life. And believe me, life can throw some very tough challenges. Many of them you will not like. When I was 18, I had to sign up to serve in the United States Army. I knew that I would never carry a gun and shoot someone. It took me 8 years before the United States government would agree that I could be recognized as a conscientious objector to war. During that time, I found a job with the Presbyterian Board of Home Missions. I was the dairy manager and agriculture instructor, and I taught young people how to take care of cows and provide milk for the whole campus and the campus community. The question of "are you ready" will always be answered by how you respond to your challenges and opportunities. Your teenage years are a great time to prove yourself to the world, to prove what you can do and how you will respond. You will also be proving to yourself that you are capable. As a child, you were dependent on others to feed you, house you, and regulate you. As a dependent, you did not have much choice in your growth. But now, you are becoming an adult, and you do. The transition, the 7 years of teenagers, give you time to make that change. Choices you make now will often determine your directions in the future. No matter how you were trained as a child, you are increasingly now making your own choices. It is seldom that you will be able to control the world that you live in. But as an adult, you are the only one who chooses how to respond yourself. I want to encourage you to be happy that you are alive. Realize that you know yourself better than anyone else. You likely know what your talents and your interests are. You may know what some of your limitations are. Well, be joyful with those talents that you have been given, and the limits too. You will soon be flying. I'd be happy to have a letter from you when you take your place in the adult world. I have great hope in the wisdom and the abilities God has given to young people.
Yeah, I got a clear blue sky shining down on my face. A souped up palm tuned up on Scott's Flat Lake. I'm waiting on a CJ7 with a few good friends to pick me up, pumping Steve Miller Band. A Jeep full of jokers singing as we go. Keep on rocking me, baby, up a Red Dog Road. Yeah, in no hurry, we got no worries, just taking our time. Yeah, living the life where the beers are tall and the grass is green. Got the prettiest women that you've ever seen. Yeah, with a shake so smoking hot, you get a contact high. Yeah, living like NorCal style. Floating on the banks down south Yuba River. Got an ice chest in tow, packed full of liquor. Waving to the nudies on the rocks as we roll on by. Yeah, living like NorCal style. To set up camp, place a nice cold natty light right in my hand, stretch out my yard sale lawn chair, cast out my pole, find some country music on the radio. I worked all week, now it's time to have some fun and bask in the rays of that California sun. Yeah, I'm in no hurry, got no worries, just taking my time. Yeah, living the life where the beers are tall and the grass is green. Got the prettiest women that you've ever seen. Yeah, with a shake so smoking hot, you get a contact high. Yeah, living like NorCal style. Floating on the banks down south Yuba River. Got an ice chest in tow, packed full of liquor. Waving to the nudies on the rocks as we roll on by. Yeah, living like NorCal style. Hour of Tahoe, to the bay. Cross that Golden Gate to stomp some Napa grapes. Yeah, pull out the flask full of Fireball to chase that wine. Yeah, living like NorCal